face. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Running here with Jaden Blue. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marcus Epps making the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Prescott, quick throw, complete. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
A gain of 2 brings up
3rd and just 2 to go.
Go, get out there.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of running.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Into traffic, complete. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
79 Broncos. You're not. Check smash.
Starting this drive with a design run. He loses the football. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You could almost feel the eyes of those defenders like saucers. They see a quarterback in the open field, and all they want to do is knock him out. Or in this case, knock the ball loose. Job well done.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. A smile bunting. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
It's an option right that begins this drive. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. Oh, they got that one back, partner, but that is way too close for comfort. They nearly lost their second fumble to begin this game.
And you know what I'm picturing right now? This defense. They spend the week studying these offensive guys and those that are ball security offenders. They put it in harm's way so defenses take advantage, and that's exactly what this crew is doing.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing third and long.
Here we go, check.
Putting a receiver in motion. Motion man left is Brown.
Left thing, 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First and 10 now from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 46.
Yeah. Here we go. Wide in.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Going to 54. 47. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in. Hey, chill. Here we go. 47. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Prescott on first and 10. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they bring him down around the 34.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Dak throwing again. Completed over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here you go. Under. Wide eight. 26.
Blue crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 20. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hoping something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Cougar 19.
They go to Barkley again. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. Working quickly here.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
19. Smash. Riggs. Hey.
Tight end in motion left.
Check smash.
And motion the tight end over. They'll run for it with Barkley. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
60 Bison. Check, Bobcat, check.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Like a turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. Looking quickly here. This time it's a passing play. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Cowboy 8, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Cap 60. Street.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, so this is going to be 4th down.
19 right.
It's
Drop 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This is caught by Blue. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go. 47. Here we go, 47.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. So he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Done. Then we're going to 53. Hey, kill! What do you think?
Another throw for Prescott. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
We're going to 54.
3rd and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
7 Pirates.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Reed give here to Barkley. Rob flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We'll muster a little down to the 30. Wrapped up on that play by big Quentin Williams. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
18, right in. Ready.
No throw, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Trap 50, trap 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Out left, Bland makes the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 47. Motion.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. In a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Check match.
First down, a run with Barkley. Have him gain up about a handful there. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Handoff headed right. Barkley. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situations. It's safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Brown. And they take him down right along the 30. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So 2nd down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Man in motion here.
Check back. 79 Broncos. Top 60.
Going again on 2nd. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
Ready,
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Cut 19, 60 Bobcats. Let's go now. Rig alert. Dragons, 69, 18, pioneer. Ready,
Looking to throw here. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stack. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Drive starts with an option. Right side. He won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, top low 18. 19 Lion. Go three.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
19 tight, 19 tight.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Seven Pirates, Warriors, 17. Rig. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60.
A gain of 29 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Cut 19.
Throwing now on first down. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
70.
And send him over right. The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. They pitch it to him. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Went into their back tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
70, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Drawing up the design keeper. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Goes to the hurry up here.
18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. 19 Lions. 19 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
On the ready.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go.
Running right, it's Barkley. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
We're going to 54. Hey, count.
Who gets the handoff? And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
He's out in the clear. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Yeah! Hey, 47! Wide 8!
First down, and they go right back to it. A lot of space ahead. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Trust me, we really have no stake in the game up here in the booth. We don't root for anybody, but at times for great execution. And I'll speak for both of us here when I say this, Kate. You're going to be amazed watching some of these runs. All the chaos on the field, all the massive humanity you've got to sort through to make a big play on the ground like we just watched.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Prescott here from the gun. It's his running back. Has room into the secondary. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. It's a screen to Barkley. Crosses midfield, still going. Inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 40. 22.
Blue running to the right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, 40.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yeah! Any fighting! Here we go, going to 54. Wide. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He's got a man left. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Hey, kill.
Up the middle, Blue. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Dak now from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Yeah!
They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here we go, 40. 26.
Dak to the air here. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Yeah, baby.
Now Blue. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go, 46.
Going with Blue here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. And they are fooled by that big spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Drop 60, drop 60. Let's go now, 40, 70.
3rd and long for him here. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. Desperation time here on 4th. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. So this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. To pass on 1st and 10. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Who gets it? Tackle made right around the 26. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
And off running left. It's Blue. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
A 3rd down run with Blue. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Now it's Blue. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance